YouTube? It's Clem. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be doing a leaderstats tutorial on Roblox Studio. So basically, before we get into this, the one thing you want to do is you want to basically go to your games page, hit these three dots right here, and then click configure this game. So now once you've done this, you want to make sure that this little thing down here, enable studio access to API services, is checked, and then click save, and that'll basically set us up so that we can actually do this. So basically the first thing you want to do is add a script, and before I start writing this, you should probably go watch my leaderstats tutorial before watching this. I'll basically leave the link in the description, because watching that will actually help you understand. So yeah, so we're just going to name the script leaderstats handler. Now what we're going to do is we're going to type in, so this one's different from the last one. Now we're going to list a few things. These are basically variables. We're going to say local data store service equals game get service data store service. We're actually going to change this variable to just data store, because that will actually help out a lot. And so now we're actually going to do another variable called, so local, I'm just going to call it data1 equals data store get data store. And now you can basically name this whatever you want, as long as it's not repeating itself. So as long as it's like, so we could do like coin save, and say you have more than just one leader stat thing you want to save. You just put local data2 equals data store get data store, and now you can't name it coin save, because naming it like that will actually break the script and it won't do anything. We actually would name this, I'm gonna do gold save, and you can basically add as many of these as you want, but I'm just gonna add 2 for the sake of the video. So now what we want to do is we want to have an event. So whenever a player game.players, so whenever the player is added, we want to connect a function, and we want to put, so basically it'll be like that once you've actually completed it, but so yeah, so it'd be like function, and now instead of this we want to actually make it look like that, and inside of these parentheses you want to put, you can put player or player. I prefer PLR because it's a lot shorter. So now once the player actually joins the game, we want to create a folder called leaderstats. So the way we do this is we want to call it local folder equals instance.new folder, and we want to put this inside of player. So now we can we actually want to name this folder leaderstats, or else it won't show up leaderstats. So we're going to type in folder.name equals, put this in parentheses or quotation marks, I'm going to type in leaderstats, no uppercase letters, exactly like that. So now we're actually going to define the values that we want to actually have in our game, like coins and gold. So local coins equals instance.new int value, and then we want to put comma, and instead of typing player like that, we don't want to actually put this int value into player, or else it won't show up inside of our leader stats. We actually want to put it inside a folder, which is the leader stats. So we're just going to put folder. Now we want to name this, or we want to say coins.name equals coins. Like I said, you'll understand a lot of this if you've seen my tutorial on how to do this already. So now you want to put local gold equals instance.new int value inside a folder. Now we want to name it gold.name equals So now what we want to do is, so now we want to put coins dot value equals, so as you can see, coin save is data1, which is getting the data store coin save. So we want to put coins dot value equals data1 colon get a sync like that, and then we want to put in parentheses, we're going to type player dot user ID, has to be exactly like that, and then we want to type in coins dot value. So now we want to also put we want to make sure that once it's loaded it actually updates it as well. So it's going to be data1 colon set async player dot user ID coins dot value. And so now we want to do this again for a gold. So instead of coins, we put gold dot value equals data. Instead of 1, we want to put 2 colon get async player dot user ID gold dot value. So also we want to add on here or 0. So if a player doesn't have a save already, it'll equal to 0. So doing that, and then yeah, so it'll basically set to 0 if they don't have a save, and this basically just saves it so that they do have a save for next time. Now we're going to do it again. We're going to do set async player dot user ID gold dot value. So now we want to have an event so that whenever the player actually gets more coins, it'll update it. So how we're going to do this is we're going to say coins dot value, and then we're going to put dot changed, coins dot change, not value. Coins dot change colon connect function. And we don't have to put player inside of these anymore. So we're also going to put in down here, we're going to add end, because it doesn't do that inside of a function, but we want to have that, or else we'll get errors in our script. So whenever the coins are changed, we want to data1 dot set async. Sorry about my phone, guys. Player dot user ID coins dot value. And so now whenever it's changed, it'll basically set so that the coins are actually changed. So it'll set that value into the safe. So now we're going to do the same thing for gold again. Gold dot change colon connect function. And I'm sorry if this is a long video, guys, but I got a request. I'll put the guy's comment on screen. So now instead of data1, we're going to say data2. Set async player dot user ID, and now instead of coins dot value, we're going to put gold dot value. And also we want to add in, again, we want to add in our end as well, so that we don't get any errors. So now whenever we go ahead and play, hopefully we don't get any errors, and we don't. You can see at the top right we get coins and gold. So now you're probably wondering, how do I add to that? How do I make it so that when a player clicks a block or so, they get coins? So what we're going to do is we're going to actually insert a part in the workspace, and this is going to be our coins. So we're actually just going to change it a little bit here, just because we want to have an actual coin. So let's make it a goldish color, and then make it metal. Okay, so that's going to be our coin. I'm just going to name it coin, or not coin, sorry, coin. Alright, so now inside of coin, we want to add a click detector. Inside of that, we want to add in the script. And now, we want to basically, again, so we want to have an event so that whenever it's clicked, it'll give them a point. So we're going to say script.parent, which is click detector, dot mouse click. So whenever a player clicks the coin, it's going to connect a function to that. You want to put player again. And now we're going to put player.leaderstats.coins.value equals player.leaderstats.coins.value. And then we're going to put, say you want the coin to give them 1, you could put +1, 10, 100. I'm just going to put 1. And so now what we're going to do is we want to have a gold. So now instead of a coin, we want to have one that's gold, so that it gives them gold when they click it. Gold. And instead of having it give them coins, we're just going to change this to gold.value. And then, yeah, so we want to move this. We actually want to make it look like an actual gold brick, so we're going to change, where is it? Sorry about this, guys. Shape is going to be a block. Now let's scale this down a bit so that it actually looks like gold. Sort of, not completely. There we go. So we got a coin and a gold. So now when we go ahead and test and click play, as long as you have your game allowing to have the, what's it called? You're allowing it to access API services, this should work. So now when we click on gold, as you can see, it gives us gold. Wait, sorry about this, guys. That should be called coin. I messed that up, my bad. And change that to coin. Change that to gold. And then we're gonna just duplicate that. Oh wait, no. We're gonna drag that in there. Drag that in there. Alright. So now, whenever we click expected guys, I'll be back once I figure out what the problem is. So yeah, I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. I found the problem. I put a dot instead of a colon. So that whole time it was just because there's a dot instead of a colon. You want to make sure that there's a colon there. And so now there should be no errors. And when we click on this, it'll say down here, data store request was added to queue. And it'll give us 4 coins because we clicked the coin. So now let's click gold and it'll give us gold. So now when we actually end the game and we start it up again, it will actually give us our golden coins. So yeah, that was the tutorial, guys. I really hope it helped you guys out. I would leave the script in the description, but I do want you guys to actually learn and not just copy scripts, because it's okay to copy scripts, but you really want to know what they do and how to learn off of that. So that's basically going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this and learn something off of it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.